So I thought I'd continue on the first line. And again, the best learning is realizing the truth of no self. So we've talked about a little bit the, some practical ways to apply emptiness in, simple ways. Seems simple. They're not so simple if you really get into them. To reflect on emptiness in your meditation and also when things are happening in your daily life. But as we know that to have a complete realization of emptiness, you not only have to realize that things are not inherently existent, but you also have to realize that they do exist dependently. Yeah, and so usually they say in meditative equipoise, you realize the non-inherent existence, and only after you've had at least an inference of emptiness, when you come out of that meditative equipoise, then you see things as like illusion, and you realize, and you become able to establish them as existing dependently. So that makes it a complete realization of emptiness. So to move into the second part, establishing that things exist dependently, Kyabje Zopa Rinpoche has a very nice meditation. He does it in the context of a walking meditation, but I think it's also good to do sitting. But he starts out when you're walking that you ask yourself, why do I say I'm walking? Yeah, because you're walking and you say, I'm walking. Then you ask yourself, why do I say I'm walking? On what basis is it said I'm walking? Yeah. So then you have to think about that a while. On what basis do you say you're walking? It's usually because your body's walking. Okay. But then that, okay, so I'm walking because the body's walking, but also I'm not the body. Yeah. And again, then then you're thinking, why do I say I'm thinking? Oh, because the mind's thinking. Yeah, so it's okay to say I'm thinking, but is there, so on one hand, that establishes just when you're not analyzing that there's an I, because there's these activities going on and you can label them. On the other hand, if you shift and you start applying analysis, I say I'm thinking because the mind is thinking, yet I'm not the mind. Okay, so you can go all sorts of different ways with this, okay? Then another way, a similar way that I find very, very helpful is when I'm feeling something, okay, like, let's say I feel tired. Because you know how sometimes when you feel tired, I don't know about you, but I can get really into it. Oh, I feel so tired. I'm so tired. And there's this feeling of the suffering of feeling tired coming, And of course, there's the tired feeling. And then the suffering of feeling tired is the mental feeling. The feeling of tiredness is the physical feeling derived from the body. The suffering from feeling tired is the mental, because I'm sitting there saying to myself, my new mantra, I'm so tired, I'm so exhausted. So at that point, it's very interesting. I'm not even feeling the physical sensation of tiredness, because I'm too involved in the telling myself I'm tired mentally and feeling the mental suffering of being tired. Okay, so it's interesting to look at that, the difference between the physical feeling of tired and the mental suffering you go through telling yourself you're tired, when you're no longer actually even feeling tired. Because you can't have those two things going on. Yeah. Anyway, then you go back to the physical feeling and you say, on what basis do I say I'm tired? And it's very interesting to sit there, because you're saying, I'm tired. And on what basis do we say, I'm tired? Okay, so what are the physical sensations that we're having that we put together and give the label tired to? Okay, you may never have thought about this before, and we're usually so out of touch with our experience that we're not even sure when we start to look on what are the physical sensations. Here I'm not talking about the feeling, I'm just talking about the sensation, the physical data on which we say, I'm tired. What is that? Yeah. So you do a little bit of analysis there. Yeah. And then that brings you into, okay, here are all these things on the basis of which I say I'm tired. But being tired is not any of those things in and of themselves. And then when I build on top of that, oh, I'm so tired, on what basis is all that suffering coming from? Yeah, what's the basis of that? Okay, so very interesting to start examining, yeah? Or you say, I'm mad, yeah? Why do I say I'm mad? Or put it in another way, how do I know I'm mad? Okay, how do I know I'm angry? I say, oh, I'm really angry. How do I know I'm angry? Well, on what data, physical and mental? What's the basis of designation for saying anger? Yeah? What's going on in your body? What's going on in your mind? What's the flavor or tune of your mind? Yeah? And so you really look at all those different parts on the basis of which we say anger. Yeah? And yet, are any of those in and of themselves anger? No. Then on top of that, you say, I'm angry. Then who's the I that is angry? And are you anger, or do you have anger? Because I'm angry is kind of neither of them. You say, I'm angry. I have anger, so the I and the anger are separate. Or I'm anger, the I and the anger are union oneness. Yeah? Is it either of those ways? And what is this anger anyway? Yeah. So don't think about whatever incident it was. Just focus on your experience. How do I say I'm angry? And so you can do this for many different experiences that you have during the day. Yeah? I'm sleepy, I'm angry, I'm attached, I'm daydreaming, I'm, whatever it is. And look at what's the basis of designation. Yeah? Quite interesting. Yeah? So there's the basis of designation, there's the object designated. But that object designated is not the same as the basis of designation. Yeah? Because it's different saying, my stomach hurts and my heart is beating fast. Yeah, that's different than saying, I'm angry. Isn't it? Or I have this particular mood in my mind, and you get in touch with that mood, that feeling, and that's what is anger about that mental sensation, that mental experience. What is anger about it? Why do I call that anger? Okay, so very interesting to do some exploration this way, and it leads you into understanding emptiness and dependent arising. And it also, helps us like release some of our incredible about what we happen to be feeling that day. Yeah? Because you know how it is? When you wake up and you say, I feel tired, then that gives you a complete blank check for the whole day to sign out. Yeah? I don't have to try to do anything today because I told myself I'm tired. So I can't do anything today. So we just we give ourselves a blank check. Yeah? Same when we say I'm angry. Yeah? Blank check to just dump on everybody or whatever it is. And, instead of like really looking, well, what do I mean when I say those words? And are those words, you start to see the whole build up in your mind of lots of stuff.